These are my yard ornaments, all right? Every time I win in a car that I really like, we cut the body off because we normally put a new body on the cars. Cars are kind of sentimental to me, so I don't know what to do with them, so I just cut them off, set them over here in the corner of the yard, and get a little, all my friends pick on me about it, but I think it's pretty cool myself.
Junior's passion for cars doesn't stop at the track.
So I got a couple Corvettes and a couple Camaros. This is my 315 horsepower Suburban. It's a lot of fun, and they're all Chevrolets. My family's always been a Chevrolet family. I try not to drive one car all the time. I mean, I only have like 6, 7 cars. This is probably my favorite car. This is a Corvette, just real cool. It's about 3.5 inches off the ground, so I can't drive it too many places. Me and my dad both got one. I think it's the only 2 ever made. This is the Hummer 1. We cleaned it up, put all the roll bars and stuff on it, put a big stereo in it. And it's kind of like a road vehicle too, take it to the beach and stuff like that. I'll take you in the house.
Although it looks modest from the outside, Dale Jr.'s house is definitely worthy of a racing king. And a music king too.
VH1's got to see my Elvis ring, right? My dad was always out of town racing. I stayed with my grandma. She was a huge Elvis fan. She always claimed to be like one of those girls up in the front row screaming and carrying on. And she played him all the time in the house when I was little, so it kind of grows on you after a while. Had that headboard made up the road about 45 minutes. Kind of like the back of his, you know, big suit. After a race, it's real hard to go to sleep. You know, your adrenaline gets so pumped up, you know, that it's real hard to calm down. This is where we come down here and relax. Sunday night after the race, drink a few beers, talk about the race, hang out with your friends. We had a dance floor and all kinds of crazy stuff, lights and everything. I don't know, it got too famous, so we had to remodel. And it's kind of a bar and grill now, except for the grill part. This is my boxing ring. I'm a big boxing fan. Have been for many, many years. Me and my buddies, we spar. I got a friend of mine, we've sparred for about 6, 7 years without a ring. So we finally got a ring and we jump in there and we got a black mat so the blood stains don't show up too much. It's fun as hell.
But Dale Jr. has the most fun doing what he does best, racing. And with fame and fortune always in his sights, he's performing at the top of his game.
First 3 years were a struggle for me, physically and mentally, to just be a diehard and be focused on it. And I don't know, I just couldn't, it was something I couldn't get behind, couldn't get my heart into 100%. I mean, I was there, I was with them, but there was just something missing.
Here comes Junior, he's got to run.
This year especially, I buckled down and tried to show a much more mature side of myself.
Junior's fought his way to the front, and they're all knotted up from 4th on back.
Up to this point, this is the best season of my career in Winston Cup.
Dale Earnhardt Jr., 4 straight wins at Talladega.
We're just being able to run, you know, in the top 10, top 5 every week, keep putting up points. We need to win more races, but, you know, this has just been pretty much a dream season.
You don't often see this crowd this excited after a win, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. salutes them with, "Let's make some donuts."
Directly across the street from Junior's house is Dale Earnhardt Incorporated, better known as the shop. This is where it all comes together, literally.
Hey, y'all go in there and work. Yes, sir. We're clocked out. I need y'all to pretend at least, because I'm here filming you. All right, here is our race shop. This is the car I ran this weekend. Still has the dirt and rubber on it. A little banged up here and there. They'll fix all that, clean the car up, tear all the suspension off, and rebuild the car, get it ready for its next race. But this car probably won't race again until next year. We have probably anywhere from 15 to 18 cars total. You know, you can build certain cars to characterize each track. We have cars that'll go to short tracks. We'll have cars that'll go to mile tracks and mile-and-a-half tracks. The cars and everything changes so much every year that there's always new things to learn, and you never can stay on top of it or feel like you've gotten close to mastering it.
Dale Jr. is the man behind the wheel, but NASCAR racing is a team sport. Dale has a mini army of mechanics and other experts who definitely own their own ratchet sets.
All these guys in here have a specific job that they're hired for, a specific specialty that they mastered. A lot of the guys that are working in here don't actually go to the race track. They're normally preparing, if not this weekend's car, the next week. What are you, like 3 weeks ahead normally?
Yeah, we're 2 weeks ahead this week. This is our backup road course car, so we're just stripping it down. We'll put it up for the winter. Should be good the next year or so.
Everybody that I work with here on this team is a good person, good to talk to, somebody I can ask advice for, and they make me a better race car driver because of that.
Woo-hoo! What a finish at Daytona. Dale Jr. on top of the car.
I'm winning races, I'm with the right people, I enjoy my team. I guess I gotta thank all the guys on the crew. They had a great car, it was all car, 100%. I just holding on. The good thing about racing, I mean, when you first get involved in it, winning, being in victory lane, trophies, money, that's great. That's all fun, but that kind of wears off after a while. And get into a team where it's family. We're all buddies. You see the look on their faces after a good run, or you get that high five or a pat on the back. That's probably the main payoff for me.
In racing, the car is an extension of the driver. Everything matters. The color, the sponsors, and the number.
My number's 8, the driver number 8, in the number 8 car, the Budweiser Chevrolet. Everybody knows who drives that car on race day.
Keep an eye on this 8. He's got a lot going for him today.
A driver doesn't necessarily get to pick and choose what number he wants to be. Luckily enough, the guy that owned the 8 was willing to sell it to our company so I could have it because my grandfather ran number 8 for years. My dad drove a number 8 car for several years.
The fans love them. You'll mostly see all red items out there in that infield. Red flags, red T-shirts, and some black. Red and black are the 2 favorite colors with the race fans right now. The black is representing his dad. His dad drove a black car.
Our fans are really passionate. They get pretty vocal about, who their favorite driver is. The fact that they're loyal means a lot to us. It's done a lot for the sport. They've shown their loyalty toward drivers, toward their sponsors, and that really has brought a lot of attention from corporate America.
With all eyes glued on the car, it's prime real estate for advertisers.
Racing's a very expensive sport. Average sponsorship per year for a primary sponsor, normally anywhere from $15 to $20 million a year. My primary sponsor is Budweiser, Anheuser-Busch products.
And part of the deal is appearing in television ads.
Hey, Dale. We're here for the interview.
Oh, right. Where do y'all want to do it?
Wherever you're most comfortable.
NASCAR had always been in its own little world for a long time. A lot of people either didn't accept it, never saw it, and didn't get it, didn't see the appeal in it. What kind of turned us on to the rest of the country was the network deals. And when we were able to go nationwide with television, brought in more fans. That's how we have 180,000 people a week at each race.
So it's no surprise that NASCAR is extending its reach beyond the track. Mississippi rockers 3 Doors Down invited Dale Jr. and fellow driver Tony Stewart to star in their music video.
We're big fans of those guys. They're big fans of us. Me and Tony kind of staged a race. I mean, we shot from 6 in the evening till about 8 in the next morning, and I don't know if I could do that for a living. That's actually harder than I expected it to be, but it was a lot of fun being in it. The end result was great. I mean, the video turned out being really cool.
They were glad to come out and do it, and we were glad to have them. And I mean, it was just a pleasure to have them in the video.
And then we thought, why don't we put 3 Doors Down on the car as a payback for putting us in their video? The band is plastered all over the car, as you can see. It's a good-looking race car. Real excited about it. So it kind of worked out. Those guys are really pumped up about it.
Coming up, the 3 Doors Down car hits the track with superstar Tony Stewart at the wheel.
Is this cool or what?
Dylan, start your engine. Yes, this is going to be freaking loud right here, brother.
And 3 Doors Down rock the NASCAR faithful.
Are you still having a good time out there?
But next, Team Earnhardt hits the friendly skies. And Dale Jr. gets up close and personal with his fans.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Racing's not a job. Racing's fun. And it's always going to be fun.
When VH1 All Access NASCAR Fever continues. For more exclusive footage of Dale Earnhardt Jr. and his car collection, go to VH1.com. And for all things NASCAR, log on to NASCAR.com.
I like you a lot.
Well, that's just fine with me.